here's a few promises I want to make to myself. You know, maybe one day in the future, I'll look back at this either with, you know, happiness, or maybe it'll all have been for nothing. But let's hope not, right? This is just something for me to look back on every now and then, I guess. As kind of like a little time capsule thing, you know, present me right now, but in the future, this will be past me, and then the future me will be watching past me talk to future me, which will be present me. Yeah, time travel. These are just a few promises I want to make to myself. I know promises can be, shallow. Sometimes they can be broken very easily. And I feel like I myself have made promises in my life that I've broken, promises to myself, promises to God. And I learned that it's best to do something wrong that you didn't promise about than to promise about something and do it wrong. Because breaking your promise, breaking your word, it just makes things a lot worse. If you say, hey, I promise I'm not going to do this, and you do it, is a lot worse than if you just did that without promising. But yeah, here's a few promises I'd like to make, and reminders, I guess, too. I can look at it that way for myself, in the future, that I just want to tell myself right now. I want you, João, I'm going to call you by name. I want you to stay strong, all right? I want you to know that there's going to be struggles ahead. You've already faced a lot of struggles, and you're going to face many more. This can also be a message to any of you guys, by the way. Just cut myself off real quick. This could be a message to any of you guys. This can apply to all of you. So yeah, I want you to be strong. Things are going to be hard sometimes. You're no stranger to that. So I want you to try to persevere, try to pray, try to read your Bible, connect with God in more ways than one, through music, through nature. I want you to try and be physically active, because that's good for your body. You take care of your body, you take care of you. And, one of my worst fears is to just grow up and be unfit and unhealthy. So I definitely don't want to fall into that. I want you to stay focused on the things that you love, your hobbies. I want you to try and focus on friends, even though sometimes a lot of people don't seem to want, or don't put their efforts into being your friend. You're still someone who can be other people's friends, and I really hope you can always stay that person who's always there for everyone, and someone who's always willing to help, give advice, and be kind. I pray that you continue to grow, to even higher heights. I pray that you can, have more diligence, more self-restraint, that temptation, to sin doesn't hit you as easily now as it did in the past, right? Current me struggles a lot with that. I hope you're doing better than that in the future. I want you to know that God will always be there for you, and you will always be there for yourself, right? I'm always here for you, dog. And watch this video back whenever you need help, whenever you need a reminder of why you're doing this. You're one of the reasons why you're doing this. I want you to stay focused on your dreams, on what you want to do, like all your goals and aspirations. And I don't want you to just focus on the 50%, 70, 80, or 90. I want you to give 110% to all you do, okay? If it's a dream of yours, if you really want to accomplish it, do it, right? You know what you want to do, you know what you want to pursue. Hey bro, keep pursuing that voice acting career that you want. Keep pursuing your writing, because yeah, that's what I want to do with my life. I want to be a voice actor, I want to be a writer. So keep pursuing that, bro. Keep chasing after it. Don't give up. Keep writing. Keep using that voice, You have a very weird voice. You've always been a weird kid, making noises, making weird voices. So use that, man. Use that. Apply, keep working, save up money, get yourself that car, and help out your mom. Make sure to go to your brother's soccer games. Travel whenever you get the chance. Help out others whenever they need help. What else? And don't give up, bro. I know things are hard. I know things will get hard. But don't give up. The world seems to be falling apart nowadays. And to be honest, I don't think things will get better. But that doesn't mean your life has to get worse, right? I pray that you please don't stray from God. There's been moments in our lives where we've strayed from Him, where we were distant from Him, and we were so far that we were ashamed, or scared to return because we didn't think that He'd help, or that it would be worth it, or that He would take us back. But He will always take you back, no matter how long you're gone. And those times where I was distant, they were hard, way harder than they needed to be. Things are easier with God. So please stay with God, get closer to God, as close as you can possibly get, because you are meant to do this alone, and being alone is very hard. So as long as you have God, you have everything you need, the one person who can help you through everything. And yeah, love you, man. Just stay strong for me, keep moving forward, and don't forget about the little guy, all right? And don't forget about the big guy. Love you. End video. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know why I made this. I just kind of wanted to have a log out there for me to look back on in the coming years. I'm 19, about to be 20 in like 7 months. September 13th is my birthday. So yeah, a big chapter of my life starting soon. And we leaving the teens, starting the 20s. That's scary, but it's it's life. Time moves forward, whether you're ready to move or not. So yeah, also another little message, PS, don't get overwhelmed by your age, bro. You're hitting the mirrors, you're getting but don't get overwhelmed. Just take it one day at a time and keep doing what you do. Keep enjoying it. Keep being yourself. All right, that's number one. Keep being yourself. Don't change who you are to fit in somewhere where you're not meant to be. Don't ever change who you are. Okay? Always stay true to yourself, to your ideals, to your morals, to what you enjoy, to what you don't enjoy. Be honest, be kind, be loving, be gentle. And make sure to maybe one day pass that on to your kids. That's a long time from now though. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was cool, a little something different. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good night.